Hello, my crafty gypsies. This is Marianne, and today I want to share with you a project I did last night. Um, as a designer team member for Gone Artsy, I have the chance to host, a class on Ustream 2 times a month, which is the second Monday and the fourth Monday in the month. And last night, my class was a mix of the two things that I enjoy the most. Um, One, crafting. Two, baking. Uh, you should know by now that I'm a baker. That's what I do for that's my job. That's what I do. I've been doing that for many years. Um, and I wanted it to combine them both and create something beautiful and something that it will be very simple for you to recreate. And okay, I will show you the project and then I'll explain myself. Let's see if I can make some sense in here. Okay, so I worked last night in some favor bags for it could be a wedding, bridal shower, anniversary party. It could be I don't know. You can do these ones in different shapes for baby showers, birthday parties. You can make a little baskets for Valentine's now that's coming around. Easter, you can do egg-shaped cookies. Mother's Day, birthday, I don't know. And what I did was I baked my cookies. These ones are my family's favorite cookies, which is shortbread cookie. Um, my husband loved these cookies. And that's my recipe that I use. And I decided to cover them in fondant, not only because it's fast, it's easy, and pretty much everybody can do it. This is something that anybody can do. Everybody. I don't matter if you have worked with fondant before or no. I'm sure pretty much everybody has touched some Play-Doh in their life, and working with fondant is about the same thing. It's just working with Play-Doh, but it's edible. What I did with this fondant was I roll it out and then I utilize the some of the trims from the Gone Artsy store, and I make an impression on the fondant with the trims or the laces. I use 3 different laces, and I give them the impression, then I apply it to the cookie, and I use it's a like a pearl dust. It's an edible pearl dust. The one that I use, it happened to, I don't remember the brand. I think it's a Teco. You can find those online or in a specialty store. And I just dry brush it on top to give it a pearlescent finish to the fondant. So you end up with something like this. You can see the impressions from the laces. And fondant is something that you can color in different, you can add different colors to it. The pearl dust comes in different shades as well. So these cookies from last night, I decided to decorate some a little more fancy, some a little more simple. Um, like for Valentine's Day, now it's coming for kids, teachers, I don't know, little kids in school, or for your coworkers. And when you make impressions on the fondant with it could be a piece of lace like I used last night. You can also use your rubber stamps, that of course is rubber stamps that you're gonna use just for fondant. um, the laces that I use is laces that I washed and I prep just to use them in fondant. So it's some of the ladies last night during the class uh, were a little not concerned, but they have the question of, you know, do you prep the laces before you use them? Do you wash them? Do you wash them with detergent? What you do with it? I prep my laces. If you're gonna use a rubber stamp, it's the same thing. You're gonna get your rubber stamp that you're gonna dedicate only for your edible products. And you're gonna wash it very well, process your rubs, you know, your rubber stamp, and then use it just for food. Same with the brushes that I use to glue the fondant to the cookie or add the pearl dust. It's not the brush that I use to add adhesive to my paper or or paint. You know, it's these are um, instruments. These are things that I just have specifically to work with edible items like my cakes or my cookies or cupcakes or whatever. So um, this one, the pink one, I use a cotton doily from Gone Artsy. I fold the bag in different, like in 2 or 3 times I fold it. Um, these bags come in different sizes for, you know, different size cookies. And this one I decided to do like a little pocket envelope. So I fold it like 3 times and then staple it together. Um, I add the, add the doily, I fold it over it and attach it together. Then I add one of these flowers. This one's, I got it from Gone Artsy and they're white. And I'm trying to see if I have an extra white laying around here, but I think I put them all away. And what I did is I spray it with that, one of those shimmer mist sprays. I make a little cute bow with seam binding. This is part of a trim that I cut in pieces to use like little flower appliques and a little bling pearls. So I think I absolutely like the way it looks. It looks fancy, but at the same time simple and delicate. This is the big one. The next big one, I use a white fondant for it. And once again, what I did was instead of folding the paper and seal it, I, I tie the bag with the seam binding. I made a tight knot and then a bow. And okay, this is how the flower looks before I spray. I use the spray mister. It's white. It's like a, not white, it's like an off old white color. Then the same applique from the trim, and this is one of the foam uh, flowers from Gone Artsy, and I put a little bit trim of these floating pearls, and this is how it looks. And then the next ones, the little ones, I wanted to go a little less fancy, but I mean they look, to me they look fancy. It's just it's just like um how will I say it? It's not as fancy as the big ones. So this is a smaller heart, and then it has the same, impression with the lace, and I make it look pearly with that pearl dust. And then I fold the bag and I use those paper doilies. You can find these ones pretty much everywhere. And then I add a little bit of gold with this, it's a heart doily. And I made a little seam binding bow and a little paper flower. These ones are the pennies from Gone Artsy. And this is this. And then for the pink one, same technique. I pretty much, work with the cookies all the same way. This one I use a doily to do the impression on this one. And yeah, once again, I use the paper doily. I fold the bag like 3 times, staple it together, seal it, staple the paper doily, add the gold doily on top, a little bit of, a simple seam binding bow, and um, foam, I think it's called Field Touch flower from Gone Artsy. This one come in a variety of color as well as the peonies. And this is it. This is my project. let me just put it this way. There you go, so you can see it better. This is the project that I did last night on my class live on Ustream. Once again, my classes take place um, second and fourth Monday of the month on Gone Artsy on Ustream. Um, on Tuesday, every Tuesday it's a class with another of our design team. And then the alternate Mondays we have class 2. If you keep usually post on Facebook, if you follow us on Facebook, we usually post on Facebook when we have a class coming up. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. While you're watching the class, you can chat with the other ladies in the chat room, and it's fun. I enjoy them a lot, so I invite you all to stop by and watch the classes. So much things to learn, beautiful techniques, new techniques, old techniques that we just when you stop using something and you just forgot you knew how to do it, and all of a sudden like, oh, I know how to do that, I did that so long ago or whatever. um, and it's a very nice group of ladies that usually meet there, and they share tips, and we usually have a great time. So, and we learn a lot. I have learned a lot. So yeah, this is my project from my class last night. I have to show it to you before they get eaten. um, yeah, I make so extra. These ones I decorated last night, and I have some extra ones that don't have any icing on them, and I have them by the stove. And this morning, half of them were gone. So, like I mentioned, this is my family's favorite recipe. They love shortbread. Very simple, easy to make. Give it a try. Give it a try. Believe me, the person that you give these ones to are gonna love them. And yeah, these ones can be put in packages when you send angel kisses or rags. And yeah, so many options you have with them. It's a very easy, um, cost-friendly project to do, and it looks fabulous. Everybody's gonna love them. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back soon. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.